country over to a bunch of wannabe tyrants as they are misinformed. Stand together for the kind of America that we're living in. For our diversity, for our equity.
So you are taking, we're taking a live look now. You are listening in and watching the No Kings protest happening right now in Grant Park. There's a little bit of a signal issue, but you can see just from this picture the thousands of people who have taken to Grant Park. This is expected to be one of the biggest No Kings protests here in the Chicago area today. So again, organizers are expecting tens of thousands of people from the city to the suburbs in certain neighborhoods to come out and participate in what they're calling peaceful protests today. It's beginning here, Butler Field in Grant Park. We have seen signs of hands off Chicago as speakers here have taken the stage. We were just listening to Representative Jonathan Jackson here. Before that, Mayor Brandon Johnson. We've seen Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle on stage, other political leaders, Delia Ramirez, many encouraging folks today to donate and to support local Latino-owned businesses. It comes, of course, as protesters have gathered near the Broadview Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility for weeks now, calling for a change in immigration enforcement. Again, here in Chicago, this Grant Park protest started at noon. It's expected to march through downtown till about 1 o'clock this afternoon. And because of these recent ICE arrests we've been following in the Chicago area, organizers are expecting this much bigger crowd today than the previous No Kings rally, you may remember, which happened in June. Now, some Republican leaders have labeled the protests as anti-American. We know the local protests are taking place and continuing as these raids by federal immigration agents are happening across the city and in the suburbs in an operation that Trump officials have named Midway Blitz. You may have heard us refer to that term here at CBS for the past few weeks. The threat of the National Guard deployment also hanging over the city today. A federal judge and a panel of appeals court judge, you may remember this happened last week, has put a pause on that deployment, but the U.S. Supreme Court is expected to weigh in. So all of this happening as thousands of people gathering here in Grant Park today. You can see the crowd, you can see some local leaders there on stage. These speakers expected to continue here for the next several minutes here. This is happening, of course, as organizers have said, more than 2,500 pro-democracy No Kings rallies are planned nationwide today, from major cities to small rural.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to protect the Voting Rights Act with in our body. The president said that he's trying to threaten Democrats and the American people to capitulate to his foolishness. He would make draconian cuts to the services of the government of this nation. I can't speak for the rest of my colleagues, but I can tell you I'm not a child. Nobody can threaten me to get what they want. I'm too grown for that. If the president of the and act like an adult, then I'm sure the leaders of the Democratic Party are willing to meet him at the table. If it means we have to come out and vote for our interests, we're going to do it. If it means we have to leave room in our struggle for joy, we're going to have joy. If it means we can't allow racism to change who we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come too far. People have bled too much. We're too free. One man will not yield his will upon the American people. I love you. Keep hope alive.
Thank you so much, Congressman Jackson. Chicago, are we getting warmed up? When I say hands off, you say Chicago. Hands off. Hands off. Hands off. Keep this energy up. Next, you're going to hear from one of the lead organizers at this event, Indivisible Chicago. Kathy Tholen is one of the lead organizers, and this organization, Indivisible Chicago, has been causing a lot of good trouble in this city. After that, you'll hear from Ed Yonka, who is the communications director at ACLU of Illinois, and they've been an organization who's been leading a lot of the fights in the courts. Please join me in welcoming Kathy Tholen.
Chicago. Let's hear it for the hundreds of volunteers from Indivisible Chicago who worked round the clock to make this all happen. To the safety marshals and the medics who are here to keep us safe. Volunteers from many organizations who are here today helping. We want to especially recognize our partners with Hands Off Chicago, the ACLU, and the more than 70 organizations co-sponsoring this event. There is only room for some of them on the stage today. Great. As ICE and other federal agents continue to invade our neighborhoods and terrorize our neighbors, we want to say thank you to the multitudes of people in rapid response teams across the city. All of those working to document what's happening, and everyone who is providing help and support to our neighbors. And a special shout out to those who are keeping us all informed of what's really happening. In particular, the nonprofit and independent media on the streets every day, including Block Club Chicago, Unraveled Press, and The Tribe, to say a few. We need all of you to support them. And we want to recognize all of you. It takes all of us, but together we will stop the wannabe king. There's a Take Action QR code along the march to tell you the important actions you can take tomorrow. Because when we organize, we win!
With old friends, with neighbors, and with just defiant opposition to the policies of the current. You know, there's been a lot of talk from the White House and the president's sycophants over the past few days about these rallies. They have said that we and you hate America. They say that we and you hate American values. Little people. And that we are here for American values. Is that the only way our country emerges from this dark time and the slide towards autocracy is by creating a democracy that actually works for each of us. We love our country enough to say no to masked, heavily armed ICE agents rampaging through our streets, firing off tear gas and threatening families and children who are part of our community. We love our country enough to say that no to the use of federalized National Guard in our city in an attempt to force communities like Chicago to bend the knee to the politics of hate and division. We love our country enough to stand up for LGBTQ plus people, to protect basic health care for our transgender family members and friends, and to treat everyone as an equal. We love our country enough to stand up for the freedom of speech for all people. The power of the federal government should never be used to silence any voice, from a late-night comedian to a graduate student who signs an op-ed piece criticizing a foreign government. We love our country enough to insist that everyone follow the Constitution, including the president. To insist that the president cannot cut off funds provided by Congress on a political whim, whether it's gutting foreign aid or trying to dismantle Head Start. They say that dissent is the highest form of patriotism. My goodness, am I seeing a lot of patriotism today. When we stand together, we make clear this is what democracy looks like. But we know that this movement does not end in a courtroom. It does not end at a podium. It does not end at this rally today. Together, we must continue to take action, to act, to speak out, and to protect our neighbors. Together, from this place, starting today, we can breathe new life into the greatest words ever uttered in the English language. We, the people, in order to form a more perfect union. Let's get to work.
Government and also partnership with other organizations. We have some people on stage with us who have been fighting the fight in various halls of government. Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton. In addition to Congressman Jonathan Jackson, we also have Senator Dick Durbin up here as well. From Congress, we have Congressman Chuy Garcia, Jan Schakowsky, and Mike Quigley. Additionally, we have Cook County President Breck Winkle right here behind me as well. In addition, there are plenty of city aldermen, there are county officials, and state representatives. Please join me in thanking them for fighting the fight. Next, I have the honor of introducing Juliet de Jesus Alejandra. She's the Executive Director at Palenque LSNA. It's another organization doing the work on the ground. She's going to join us up here and recite a poem.
Buenas tardes. All right, my name is Juliet de Jesus Alejandra. I come from the northwest side of Chicago. Palenque LSNA is proud to be a part of the networks of ICER and OCAD and Access to Justice. We are part of hundreds of community organizations across the state doing rapid response work. Just regular people being bold boys every day. What Trump did not understand is that he has awakened a love in us that's bringing us across our segregated communities. So before I start, I want you to start with me. Can you say, I love Chicago? I fucking love Chicago. I fucking love Chicago. Yes. Woo! That's not it. I have never loved my city more than I do now. Every block, every tiendita, street vendor, child going to school, every father in a work truck, every viejita and viejito is my grandparents. Every scared yet miraculous mother is me. Every neighbor coming out with a whistle. I am the father taken on his way to work, the young girl with those eyes of terror that just wanted to speak to her brother before van doors closed. The family at Millennium Park, and the one on 47th, and I'm the kids left behind on the road. I'm the one who got ran over and stuffed in a trunk with no medical attention by a demon. And the señora who got away, perhaps hiding in some backyard until the coast was clear. I'm the one shopping at the fruteria by my old grammar school and got kidnapped by 12 men pointing assault weapons at my heart. I am the phantom whose only trace is an abandoned car or tamal cart. I too am everyone coordinating, organizing, texting their comrades, blinded by tears. Every person beeping their horns, everyone who runs out and films or screams. I'm that person who picked up the tear gas canister and threw it back at the Nazi on Armitage Avenue. And I'm that guy on Fullerton who yelled, "Block their asses in!" I'm that food delivery guy on the bike that got away that Sunday. And I'm shore building who was zip-tied in their jammies as evil men lined up their parents to be stolen. And the black woman who yelled, "Te quiero, Pepe," as the military men disappeared her friend or lover at pre-dawn. The guy on the west side who got choked out in Garfield Park, and everyone who understood in that very moment that they're coming for us all. I am their neighbors wearing heels and other women protecting their patients in Humboldt Park. And medicine, and forever the rapid responders, the rapid responders, the rapid responders. I am in awe of you every moment of every day. Medic, we need a medic right in front. Yep.
Excuse me, we need a medic up in the front near the black tent, near the tent. There's someone with a orange hat who is waving. We need a medic up front. Thank you so much for your help, folks.
We take care of each other. Okay. Are they being attended? Okay. Almost done. Join us. Take up a corner. Blow a whistle or yell. Check on your neighbors. Show up after school to make sure the babies are okay. I love Te amo un so fucking much. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia, and also again, thank you for your help again earlier. Next, you're going to hear from the CEO of Equality Illinois, the state's LGBTQ plus civil rights organization. Please join me in welcoming Shannon Lynn Parker.
All right, hey y'all. So y'all ready for me to sing America the Beautiful? Well, keep waiting because I'm not here singing today. So, just like you, I am here because I love America. I love this country enough to raise my voice against injustice and tyranny. But here's the thing. We are at the point where no one is coming to save us. Our path forward will not be neat. All right. Y'all ready? That taken care of? Not yet? That's okay. You're welcome. So like I just was saying, you see right now in real time, our path forward will not be neat or tidy. And it is no longer protected by the guardrails of the Constitution. Because to this administration, that document has become an inconvenience, an obstacle to their growing hunger for absolute control. But here's the thing. If you could return home and face the days ahead, you still chose to show up. These are frightening times, but I'm gonna tell you something, I am not afraid. And if you are, that's all right, because fear is human. But be more afraid of what happens if you allow this march towards children. To them, it will simply be another day. Be more as this administration nears 1 full year of intimidation and I say boldly and proudly, I am not a domestic terrorist. I stood in allegiance, my little hand over my heart, just like millions of up in the south suburb of Chicago, in a diverse community built of peace and prosperity. I am the progeny of a woman born only 88 years after slavery, that unforgivable crime that this nation still tries to bury. Raised in Philadelphia, Mississippi, the hotbed of civil rights movement, James Chaney, Andrew Goodman, and Michael Schwerner were murdered for trying to register black citizens to vote. The very Voting Rights Act that they and so many others died for, were lynched for, and is now being dismantled under the name of redistricting. And you, no matter where you stand politically, we need a medic, we need a medic, medic. Cool. All right. And you, no matter where you stand politically, know this to be true. This country has no kings. We are not ruled by monarchs or royal decree. Because when those in power weaponize the shutdown of government, not to negotiate, but to smoke out the most vulnerable, like one would drive someone from their own home to reveal who they truly are, they will not save your farms. They will not save your pensions. They will not save your medical care. Their goal is to starve the very people who make this nation work. But we are the people, and those closest to pain should be closest to power. The old formulas will not save us now. The solutions are not simple or safe. It is time for us to stand together, to organize, to defend our neighbors fiercely, to document injustice. Peaceful disruption. Make your voices heard, louder than the noise that seeks to silence you. And by all means, keep making it hard for them to get away with this. Let them know we see you. We will not turn a blind eye. We will not capitulate. We will continue to speak, and we will continue to vote. And we will continue to rise. Thank you all.
Give it up one more time for Equality Illinois CEO, Shannon Lynn Parker. Next, we have one of our champions in the labor movement. Join a union today. Please get up for labor, Bob Ryder, the president of the Federation of Labor.
Can you all hear me in the back? Oh no, I'm gonna say hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! My name is Bob Ryder. I am president of the Chicago Federation of Labor. The CFL represents 300 unions that represent 500,000 working people right here in the hometown of the American labor movement, Chicago, Illinois. And I'm here to deliver a message to Donald J. Trump. You ready, Donnie boy? Get your tiny little hands off of Chicago! Donald Trump is a joke. His terrorists are jacking up, screwing the economy. His attack on labor, his attack on unions, he's destroying the freedoms that workers have to fight for their rights on the job. He's shredding our public services and firing thousands of dedicated union members in the federal government. That makes us less safe, that makes us less secure, and by God, it makes us less free, and we're not going to stand for it. And this insane government shutdown, Trump and his band of MAGA morons in the U.S. House of Representatives, they don't want to help people get health care. It's that simple. This guy holds the
Grand Park, as part of really of a mass mobilization across the country and the globe, really is a denouncement of President Donald Trump and his administration's policies as it comes to their immigration efforts. More than 2,600 rallies are planned today in cities big and small, organized by hundreds of coalition members across the country. You can see a sign here, "We the People." Others with signs taking over Butler Field in Grant Park right now. This in Chicago is expected to be the largest protest that we will see today. This kicked off at noon here in Grant Park, organized by Hands Off Chicago. You see the no ICE signs on the stage there. A march is expected to go through downtown. That's expected to kick off in about 5 minutes from now at 1 o'clock today. The crowd here standing shoulder to shoulder, and a large crowd of people holding signs, some American flags. The crowd is overflowing onto Jackson Drive here toward Buckingham Fountain, even before the start of this march. Here's a great shot, as you can see just how expansive the crowd is right now. And again, we want to let you know that these protests are taking place amid continuing raids by federal immigration agents across the city and the suburbs as the president's immigration effort named Midway Blitz is ongoing. We've talked about the threat of the National Guard deployment. A federal judge and a panel of appeals court judges had put a pause on that deployment, but we are now waiting for the U.S. Supreme Court to weigh in on that motion. We are hearing the chants for USA, USA. Let's listen in so you can really get the color of what's happening here in Grant Park.
This is our country. That's our flag. You see that? That's our flag. The fight for is the fight for immigrants. The fight for civil rights is the fight for economic. The fight for health care is the fight for one another. And we stand together to say, we love America, and we don't want any twice impeached, convicted, felon, multiple bankruptcy, sexual predator, wannabe kids in our country. So Donald Trump, I want to make sure that you hear this loud and clear. Stay the fuck out of my city. Stop terrorizing our immigrant workers. And stop abusing our government. And I'm going to say the first part, you're going to say the second part. Donald Trump, hands off.
Give it up for Bob Ryder, everyone. my honor to bring someone who needs no introduction. Congresswoman Delia Ramirez is a fierce advocate who recently gave Kristi Noem a draft resignation letter. She is the daughter of Guatemalan immigrants and a champion for our communities in Washington. Please give a big, warm welcome to Congresswoman Delia Ramirez.
Buenos días, Chicago! Buenas tardes. So listen, I come from organizing, so we start with a chant. When I say people, you say? When I say people, you say power. People! People! When I say people, you say power. People! That's exactly right. May that powerful voice be heard from here to Washington, D.C. and every corner of this country. We need a medic somewhere, I think. Are we good? Do we need a medic to the right? Oh, they're cheering for me. Okay. Listen, community comes first. Well, let me say this. It is so good to be with all of you today when we say no kings, never, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And at a time when the Supreme Court has declared that my mere existence is a threat and target, let me tell you, I will unapologetically affirm that I am the proud daughter of Guatemalan immigrants. Now, let me say that again in case the president and Noam didn't hear it. I'm going to say it again. I am the proud daughter of Guatemalan immigrants, and I will never be ashamed of my roots. Not Trump. Medic. Now we need a medic. Right here to the right, here, the guy in the salmon orange. We're good? We're good? So folks, look, they're trying to do everything they can to break our spirit. But you and I have shown up here. Some of you have been here for a couple hours, haven't you? Some of you may have not drank enough water, so drink some more water right now. But what I want to make sure that you hear is that not Trump, not Noam, not Stephen Miller, not Tom Homan, or any criminal member of this administration will break us ever. You see, I am a daughter of immigrants who, like so many of our neighbors, sacrificed everything to give their children a chance at a dignified life. I stand on their shoulders, and they didn't make me or raise me to be afraid of tyrants. And you're not afraid of tyrants either, are you? So yes, I will unapologetically defend our immigrant community, the families who have enriched our American culture, the workers who keep our economy going, the children who are our nation's future and might make the next president of the United States. The immigrants who have become public enemy number one in Donald Trump's cruel, xenophobic, racist agenda are here to say hell no to wannabe kings. And if I'm being honest with you, immigrants who, as far as I'm concerned, are more American than the fascist traitor pedophile sitting in the White House right now. You have heard it again and again today. Our democracy is under attack by a wannabe dictator who over the last 9 months has thrown everything to us, trying to break us. Trump, Noam, and the ICE Gestapo police are doing everything they can to destroy our constitutional rights, to force us to accept authoritarian takeover of our country. They want to normalize violence. They want to normalize cruelty. They want us to be okay with what they're doing so that you won't question what they do next. But let me be very clear to Donald Trump and all those criminals. You will not break the city of Chicago, ever. Ever. look around, and I want you to say to your neighbor to your left, no king. No king. And I want you to look to your neighbor to the right and you say, I fight for justice for all. So let me say this. I see resilient people. I see a diverse crowd. I see people who are unwilling to be broken by this fascist government. And we will not be broken. We will not lose hope. We will organize, mobilize, agitate to make sure that this government understands that we are for the people, by the people. So Chicago, como dice mi mamá, Chicago, let me hear you. Are you ready to stand up and fight back? So what are you going to do when the ICE Gestapo police try to kidnap your neighbors? Stand up, fight back. That was practice. We're going to do it again. What are you going to do when the ICE Gestapo police try to kidnap your neighbors? Stand up, fight back. What are you going to do when they try to silence dissent, criminalize protests, and erode our civil rights? Stand up, fight back. What are you going to do when Trump tries to declare martial law and end free and fair elections? Stand up, fight back. And what will you do when Donald Trump tries to declare himself king? Stand up, fight back, and you say hell to the no. Stand up, fight back. Eso es lo que vamos a hacer nosotros todos los días. That is what we're going to do. And so I want to introduce to you someone that is standing up and fighting back with so many of our leaders here in the city of Chicago and the state of Illinois, because we understand the collective solidarity that we need in this moment. We understand that we have to keep showing up for each other, and we have to make sure that they understand that they won't break us. And someone who has been leading in that fight with us is our very own Governor J.B. Pritzker.
Chicago! We are here today to defend a principle that has defined America since its founding. The belief that tyranny in any form must be resisted by the people of conscience. Especially here in Chicago, we will never surrender. Throughout history, we've learned that tyranny doesn't arrive with dramatic proclamations. Most times it comes quietly, wrapped in the language of law and order, with fingers pointed at someone who doesn't look like you, promising safety while demanding that we sacrifice our neighbors. Today, we're here to say with one voice that there is an existential threat to our constitutional republic. This is not a political choice. This is a moral imperative. The reality here in Chicago is this. Black and brown people are being rounded up because of the color of their skin. Children are being zip-tied and separated from their parents. Worshippers coming from church are being questioned and detained. Workers are being harassed and detained at our shops and restaurants. These are not abstractions. These are people who pay taxes, own businesses, teach our children, care for our elderly, and contribute to the fabric of our society. This is us, all of us. We're seeing midnight raids, arrests without judicial warrants, federal agents violating our right to free speech, the Fourth and Fifth Amendments ignored, and communities living in fear. It means children coming home to empty houses, wondering if their parents will ever return. And here's what concerns me the most: the normalization of it all. When we accept the idea that the color of your skin is probable cause to detain you, that the government should have unlimited power to round up and imprison people without due process, that Trump can build a massive enforcement apparatus with no constitutional limits, well, then we erode the foundations that protect all of us. Chicago, is that okay with you? History teaches us that powers granted in the name of security are rarely relinquished. The precedents that we set today become the justifications for tomorrow's abuses. When we allow tyrannical policies against any group, we make tyranny possible against every group. Chicago, is that okay with you? We are here today at this rally because Donald Trump and Stephen Miller are already coming for the immigrants and for black and brown people and for LGBTQ people and for their political opponents. The famous Martin Niemöller poem, First They Came, concludes with the words, "Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me." What Trump didn't count on is Chicago coming together to stand up for freedom and individual rights, for American values, because we love America. Trump and Stephen Miller tried to stop us from rallying today by calling us names. Do we care if they call us names? And they're threatening still to bring military troops into Chicago, claiming there's an insurrection here. Is this an insurrection? It's because peaceful democratic resistance is always scary to authoritarians. And Chicago is known for our peaceful resistance, for labor rights and for civil rights. Going all the way back to the 1850 Fugitive Slave Act, requiring cities like ours to capture and return black people fleeing slavery, the city council said no. The people of Chicago said no. Communities of everyday Americans banded together to protect those who had fled slavery, hoping to find freedom in Chicago, because we in Chicago are not afraid to stand up for fundamental American values. Now, the vast majority of Chicagoans are here because our ancestors fought to escape from tyranny. And another great portion of Chicagoans were brought to this country in shackles and had to fight for their literal freedom. Resistance and survival are in our American blood. Today, we are resisting more than just Donald Trump's attacks on democracy, and he knows it. Trump is panicking about the growing public backlash to his broader agenda. His tariff taxes are costing average American families between $2,400 and $4,800 per year. Illinois soybean farmers are losing billions and going bankrupt because of Trump's trade war. And so are small businesses. And he defunded programs to reduce crime and is canceling food assistance and medical care for the middle class and working class and our most vulnerable. People are here today standing up for our constitutional rights and our economic freedom, and that is what resistance looks like. And you know, resistance starts with refusing to normalize cruelty. Resistance means choosing solidarity over fear. It means recognizing that an attack on free speech, on immigrants' rights, on due process is an attack on everyone's rights. It means understanding that we're either building a society based on human dignity or one based on domination. Which is it? Human dignity. History will judge us by where we choose to stand right now, today. Future generations will ask, what did we do when fellow human beings faced persecution, when our rights were being abridged, when our Constitution was under attack? They'll want to know whether we stood up or we stayed silent, whether we chose compassion. Did we get it? We need a medic over here. Thank you for looking out for each other. Folks, tyranny requires your fear, your silence, and your compliance. Democracy requires your courage. And tyranny depends on good people doing nothing. It requires us to accept the unacceptable, to rationalize the irrational, to normalize the abnormal. But tyranny also fails when ordinary people refuse to cooperate, when they say no kings and they mean it. So Donald Trump, stay the hell out of Chicago. The fight against tyranny isn't won or lost in one protest. It's won in countless daily decisions to stand for justice, to refuse cruelty, to defend human dignity. It's won when we recognize that none of us are free until all of us are free. So say it with me. We love America. We love America. We love Chicago. We love Chicago. And Donald Trump, stay the hell out of our city. Thank you very much.
Let's give another round of applause to Governor J.B. Pritzker and Congresswoman Dalia Ramirez. I want to give some gratitude to Indivisible Chicago, all the organizers and volunteers here today, all the elected officials, all the speakers, and most of all to you for coming out and saying no kings. And now we march. Who's ready to march? So let's remember our commitment to nonviolence and de-escalation. There are lots of us here,
Okay,
which
let
is
me see.
amazing. But be patient. We'll have some music. We'll be chanting. But we're going to go south towards Buckingham Fountain. So go towards Jackson. But thank you all for being here. Please follow the folks in the yellow vest. And again, let's say it one more time. Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Thank you all. Let's keep fighting.
Thanks for finding us.
Yeah, of course.
Weather in October following this overnight rain that we saw last night. The demonstration itself, though, has remained upbeat. It has remained peaceful as speakers have really enthusiastically addressed the crowd today. We just heard from Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. He stood alongside Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle. His message today saying, quote, "This is not a political choice. This is a moral imperative." Talking about the normalization of what he calls illegal arrests. He talked about how today should be known as peaceful, a peaceful resistance, as federal leaders have called the No Kings protests happening here at home and across the country an insurrection. Pritzker ending his speech saying, democracy requires courage. We also heard from Congresswoman Dalia Ramirez before the governor took the stage, encouraging the crowd to stand up and fight back. Again, we may soon see this crowd start to leave Butler Field here in Grant Park as the march officially gets underway. That was set for about 1 o'clock this afternoon. We are now approaching 1:20 on your Saturday. Now, this is the second protest organized as part of the No Kings movement happening in the Chicago area, and the third major protest in Chicago since President Trump's second term started back in January. The first No Kings protest here in Chicago was held back in June. You may remember that started in Daley Plaza. That drew several thousand protesters as well. But this protest today moved to Grant Park because a larger crowd was expected today. Again, tens of thousands of people expected to be in Grant Park today. This is on top of additional No Kings protests being held in most Chicago suburbs as well. You get a good look at just how expansive the crowd is. Several people lining the streets with signs, again, expected to start that march here any minute. So again, we have been listening into the No Kings protests happening here at home. We're also following several that are happening across the country. Again, this has been happening in response to what's been happening here at home in recent months with immigration enforcement escalating in the Chicago area. The Department of Homeland Security has said so far Operation Midway Blitz has netted about 1,500 arrests since that mission began in the Chicago area here in early September. But since the last June protest, since the last No Kings rally, Chicago has really become a focus of the Trump administration, particularly for immigration enforcement. He has sent that message with this Operation Midway Blitz. Again, starting at the beginning of September, mobilizing hundreds of immigration and customs enforcement, customs and border protection, and other federal agents onto the streets of Chicago to detain as many undocumented immigrants as possible. Again, we have been following many of those protests happening at the immigration facility in the Broadview neighborhood over the past several weeks. That has really been one of the main scenes of this immigration movement here in Chicago. This morning, we have heard from so many different speakers, community organizers, including from the ACLU. Several city aldermen took the stage, as well as other community organizers, all with the same message to encourage this crowd, tens of thousands of people, to stand up and fight back. Again, we are going to be following what is happening here at home and across the country right here on the stream over the next several hours. We will be monitoring the crowd as they take their movements here throughout the downtown Chicago area. So be sure to stay with us. We will listen in again and watch the crowd. Thanks for being with us.
CBS 2 News streams here. CBS News Chicago. Keeping you safer sooner. CBS 2 First Alert Weather. CBS 2 News streams here. CBS News Chicago. Keeping you safer sooner. CBS 2 First Alert Weather. CBS 2 News streams here. CBS News Chicago. Keeping you safer sooner. CBS 2 First Alert Weather. CBS 2 News streams here. CBS News Chicago. Keeping you safer sooner. CBS 2 First Alert Weather. CBS 2 News streams here. CBS News Chicago. Keeping you safer sooner. CBS 2 First Alert Weather. CBS 2 News streams here. CBS News Chicago. Keeping you safer sooner. CBS 2 First Alert Weather. CBS 2 News streams here. CBS News Chicago. Keeping you safer sooner. CBS 2 First Alert Weather. CBS 2 News streams here. CBS News Chicago. Keeping you safer sooner. CBS 2 First Alert Weather. CBS 2 News streams here. CBS News Chicago. Keeping you safer sooner. CBS 2 First Alert Weather. CBS 2 News streams here. CBS News Chicago.